Hello everyone. Good morning. We have achieved this week's goal a little bit early. The goal being to get under 7,000 Caphras. We actually did that last night. I've been trying to do some off-stream stuff just to continually make progress. And we just got under 7k Caphras, so everything that we do today will be, I guess, toward next week's goal. Or maybe we'll expand next week's goal. I usually try to do 1,000 Caphras a week. But I think, I don't know, we'll see where we're at today. Maybe we'll try for like 1,500 or something. I don't know. But I did just kind of like drop everything last night. It's pretty late when I finished. But I think we're just going to jump straight in this morning. Get working on it. That is on. Get the loot scroll on. We're, I think, 300 Caphras away from C3 Kudum, which is another gear score, which will be nice. And in 20 minutes or so, I need to remember to pop another one of those blue things. Because that'll expire here shortly. My Caphra average last night was not great, given the loss of the drop rate event, but we'll have to make it work. Hey Zephyr, how's it going? Hope you've been well. What is with my keyboard? I did not move my keyboard, but it feels like it's in a weird spot. Is this Scholar Awakening? It is. Scholar does not have a succession, so Scholar is just what Scholar is. Tired? Yeah, fair enough. I too am tired. Seems like nice AoE. Not much running around. The not much running around part is mostly because of Gyfin. Because that's just how Gyfin works, but the AoE is decent. Definitely. It's like maybe like Wiz Witch AoE. Pretty comfy, decent at PvE as well. Another Caphra. Great, Dungrad belt. I don't even like get excited for those anymore because I know that I'm not even gonna get a try, basically. Without hitting the pity. I think we still need to make the Tri-Tungrad neck. And the pity's just sitting there. I probably have a necklace for it as well. Went to a Night Vendor as well, and we did actually get some Caphras this time. Got a Caphra bundle 2. It was 16 Caphras. It was very expensive though. It was like 170 mil or something. Which is a lot of money for 16 Caphras. I also only got 29 dust in the hour I did last night. Which is pretty tragic. Coming up on 3/4 of the way to 64 as well. That'll be kind of crazy. It's a lot of grind. I think we might actually have enough loot scrolls. By the look of it, we're going to be really close on loot scrolls. The 3 every Monday has actually helped a lot. Yeah, we have 94 of them still, so basically 100, which is should be more than enough to get 7,000 Caphras or so. So maybe I'll use some more seals on Krons. Try and get another click on the Librescan. Get one step closer to the pity on that. 9 Caphras. Oof. Not looking great. Four Caphras there. Beautiful. Could gain a gear score today. I guess it depends on how the grind goes, but I think I need 313 Caphras for the gear score, so like oof. That's a lot. We'd have to average like 100 Caphras an hour for that. I don't think that's happening. Good morning, Bunny. I've probably done like 120 hours here or something. It's been a lot, I'm sure. I guess I could look back. I don't think I've deleted any recordings. Maybe more. I think we've been here more than any other spot. Which makes a lot of sense. We've probably been here longer than I spent going for flames. Seen Gyphon since I first arrived on livestream. This is just where we live now, Bunny. This is our hole. It's got my name on it over there somewhere. For now. Speaking of flames, is 5 per hour good? I'm getting tilted farming. That's not bad at all. I wouldn't be mad about that. That means, what, 20 hours? And you'll have it? That's not bad at all, man. My flame grind was usually like, I guess it depends on where you are. Turos, you should be at like 10 plus. Because Turos is really fast, but at Jade, then I was getting like 3 an hour, I think. And if you're at a Taurus, like that's crazy good for a Taurus. Have you played Sekiro? I have not played Sekiro. I understand what it is. I've seen some gameplay of it, not a lot. And I think it's interesting. But I've not played it. I don't own it or anything either. It'll probably go on the list. We need to make a list somewhere. I need to like, probably in the other game interest channel in Discord. We'll like make a list or something. I'm at Jade. Asia, see him kind of gatekeeping the flames. I think it's like that everywhere. Or at least was. Maybe they're coming back onto the market, but that's totally fine. That's 20 hours to get the flame. That's not bad at all. The Forgotten Witch tokens, though, have one guaranteed, but they can give you more than one, so be sure to run those as well. You said the token at Jade is different from the 3-10 spot. It is, yep. But the token at Jade gives you a guaranteed ember and can give you several embers. You won't get a Deboreka ring, but you'll get embers and potentially a flame. Have one token, been farming the whole day. Yeah, you're probably not too far away now then, if you're getting 5 an hour. Just gotta keep chipping away at it. You'll have it before you know it. $47 pieces, so 11 hours left. That's not bad at all. That'll only be a couple of days. I think I need to go repair after this hour, but I'm definitely going to forget. Mudster. Kind of lucky on my new account. That's good. Getting lucky is a good thing. Couldn't be me. I guess, like, I've also kind of gotten lucky in some aspects. But the enhancing is still quite unlucky. What are you gonna do? You have 4 minutes before I need to pop the blue thing. Hi man, I'll just stay right here. That's fine. Might hit 75% today, that'd be good. I guess when we go repair, I'll see what I have for seals and exchange them for crons. And then maybe we'll take a swing. You must have had something come up there, Bunny, like an ad or something? But no, I haven't played Sekiro. I've seen it played though. I didn't like watch a full playthrough, but I've seen like clips and stuff. Seems pretty cool. It seems like it would be harder than like Elden Ring Dark Souls because it's about like parrying and stuff. And I never parry, I just dodge. So it'd probably take me a bit to get a handle on it. It'll probably go on the list though. The list of things. Well, this is going to be pretty long. Kind of crazy. So many things to do. We're waiting. Yeah. I gotta finish this. I gotta finish this series. And then it both doubles the time to do other things and also doubles the time on the ultimate. So, we gotta get this knocked out. Blue, okay. I haven't played both personally. I think Sekiro is harder. Yeah, that was kind of my thought as well. Because I'm not someone that parries or anything like that. You're designing the merch by yourself. The merch currently is just some of the emotes. It's not even all of them. But I'm like putting the emotes on the shirt. Sort of. I need to go through and finish the rest of them and get some more options and stuff up. But it took a bit to find a company that wasn't like terrible, so. Hello, Irish. Good morning. Is it far? 21 days for Canada. The vendor. The vendor's in California, I think. There's two of them, technically. There's one for EU, which is in, like, Latvia. And then the North America one, I think, is in California. Are you taking questions? I'm always taking questions. I may not be able to answer the question, but I'll try. Depends on the question, I guess. $10 dust from that one guy. That's 50% of what I got in the last hour. Crazy. Purple. I only got 10 dust last hour. I got 28 dust last hour. And I got 10 dust from that one guy. Ultimate Ironman Day today? That'll be tomorrow. That's every Saturday. Until the regular Ironman is done. Which we're getting there. We're getting there on the regular Iron. Eventually it'll replace the regular Ironman days. It's on the low side, isn't it? Yeah. Pretty low. Can I ask how much trash per hour you're making here with Scholar with level 2 loot scroll only? Here's the thing, Rao. I'm an Ironman account. So I don't have any of the buffs a normal human being would have when playing. Also, I never ever run level 2 loot scroll because I can't get loot scrolls very well. So I don't like to waste them. So I have no idea. I'm not really the person to ask for Scholar stuff. Because I don't play the game the way that normal people play the game. But what I can tell you is that as an Ironman, so lacking many buffs, and on a level 1 loot scroll, I get like 18k. But what I could do is look it up on Garmoth for you. And see what recent numbers are. Which I'm gradually working on. Please hold. It might take me a couple minutes to get there, but we're gonna work on it. Dutch. Missing more videos, do another Ironman, so I have something to follow when I grind. We are doing another one. We're doing an Ultimate Ironman. I don't know if you've caught that one lately. Well, I'm gonna die here. Thing was on cooldown. We might live actually. I might have, yep, saved it. Alright, let's find Gyfin. Let's hit view more. Scholar Awakening. That does look like a level 2. Let me look. It looks like Rao people are getting like 28, 29k with Scholar. That's at like 309 AP though, so it kind of depends on where you are. But yeah, there's a 28k at 309. There's a 30k at 302. $27k at 302, so right around there. Yeah, no worries. That's what it's there for, a little tool to help. Want to hear something funny? Buddy asked me how many of those cup event things I had, and I said I haven't had a single one drop. Didn't know it was on currency tab. Yeah. Kind of weird. I haven't even looked at it. We got the two main cups, so I guess I don't really care about the other ones. Seen them all already. Well, I'm cranking them out as fast as I can. It's just that it takes a lot of recording time, especially for the Ironman. Given how far progressed we are, it's like 2 weeks of recording gets me like an 11-minute video, you know what I mean? New player 300 hours in. Saved all the accessories from getting drops. Used some to get Yona fragments or Zatina accessories. What should I do with the rest? Sell them or save? I would sell them all. Enhancing is not something that's fun in the game. And a base accessory isn't going to do anything for you. So I would probably sell them, use that money to buy enhanced accessories or enhanced gear. And I would plan to not enhance anything yourself until you absolutely have to, i.e. it's not available on the market. So that would be some Pen Deberekas, and that's it. Everything else you can buy on the market. And the reason I say that is because the market price of an item almost always is cheaper than the enhancement cost of an item. $300, those are rookie numbers. Gotta start somewhere, man. I remember when I first started, I was in the hill near Velia, just fighting grass beetles. And I got the grass beetle crusher title. It's a good time. That was a long time ago. Come to the dark side? Gamba Gamba? No, no, no. We don't gamba here. We get unlucky when we gamba, we don't gamba. Alright, I gotta pop the other blue thing. Slow and steady, but safe. That's what we do here. I did a Zarka last night on the Ultimate and got another Zarka box. So that's back-to-back Zarka boxes, I think. Which is crazy. It's also one of the 3 things that we need to make the Awakening Blackstar. But I don't have a Spectre yet. I sell my Jay's Hammer, what to buy with the silver. It really depends on where your gear is. If you have like a Garmoth link to your gear, actually you're on YouTube, so YouTube is like pretty finicky about letting you post things, which is unfortunate. Is the hammer even gonna sell though? Are they still min listed super hard? I guess it'll sell eventually. You have nothing yet? So you have no gear at all. Have you finished your seasonal? Because that puts you, like, full pen to Vala, puts you at like 250, 310 or something. Which is a really good starting point. Use scrolls for Naru gear. No. You gotta use crons on Naru gear for the memes. You know what I mean? So that when you post a video on YouTube and Blue reacts to it, you can have a heart attack. It's all about the memes, man. All of failures. I think I have actually used crons on Naru gear before. I think I actually have. I don't even remember. But it was like 2 crons. And crons used to be cheap. They're not cheap anymore, that's for sure. But they sure used to be. Do you watch Eminence and Shadow? You know, I tried to, but it's only on, like, High Dive or whatever. Whatever that other thing is. They don't have it on, like, Crunchyroll or anything. And, I don't like the freaking free, like, the free, like, anime places. It's just constant pop-up ads, and I just can't deal with it. It drives me up the wall. I just can't do it. It's like 6 pop-up ads before I can even, like, click the video. Ad blocker? I supposedly have an ad blocker, but it doesn't block any ads, as it turns out. Whatever. Also, for the YouTube folks, you know, don't like blocking ads. Want a better browser that blocks everything? Try Arc. I'm a boomer, man. I don't like change. I'm sure I'll get to it at some point. I'm sure there's other stuff I'd like to watch on High Dive as well, so maybe I'll just throw up a little subscription for a bit. I've been trying to watch that vending machine one. The vending machine isekai. It's weird, man. I think I'm like 5 or 6 in. It's really weird. Reincarnated as a vending machine, that's the one. He gets a little friend to carry him around. It's pretty weird. Who can immediately tell that the vending machine is sentient for some reason, for story reasons, I assume, but is also not considered the brightest person ever. So, I don't know, man. Being a vending machine, what a life. Yeah, this vending machine can turn into any other vending machine. So he turned into a Mentos dispenser. He turned into an oxygen dispenser. It's weird. Hey, Rapul, how's it going? Do you see Apple reincarnate one? I haven't, no. They're scraping the bottom of the barrel, man. They're out of ideas. You know what I mean? Doing pretty good, Rapul. We're coming up on the finish line, man. It's in sight. It's a ways away yet, but it's in sight at least. 267, 316. 1 piece left for infinite potion, 2 character graduation. First was Sucknova. She's now my Villa buff buyer. New Verkuda Majora. Yeah, well, fair enough. Fair enough on that, because Sucknova's oof. 267 is pretty good, though. You probably have the free tap Black Star and all that. So you're probably also grinding at Kratuga, if I had to guess. Because that's probably where I would be, is Kratuga. So I guess my suggestion would be to get some armors. Get pen armors. DR armors, so Bags and Ergons. Until you get 346 DP. And then buy a disto, a Tet disto. And then keep going. Pump up your DP a little bit more, and then buy a second disto, and so on. And then you'll be like 277 and can go to works. 701 gear score. I've been redoing my crystals and some pieces of gear for Witch PvP. Hey! PvP on a Witch, huh? Interesting. I think I'm 693 or something now. We're pretty up there. Seeing much of the drops for the cup event? I haven't noticed any of them. So I don't know. It's not something I'm tracking at all. I'm not particularly interested. We have 56. We had 26 yesterday. And we did 4 hours, so I would say no. Not too many of them. But I don't need any more cups, so it's just not something I'm paying attention to. Got 3 or 4 all day yesterday. What the heck? I'm getting, I guess, like 5 or 6 an hour. But I don't see them drop. I don't see them in the list over here to the right. I don't see anything. Game hates me. I'm just getting unlucky. Grinding lower for about 2 hours. Ash Forest about 2. Ash Forest is probably not great for them though, given the lack of mob volume. Getting boxes from a node event. No, I haven't bothered with it. I haven't fed my workers in like 6 months, and I don't imagine I'm gonna break that habit. "49 years old, tried Awakening Nova, no go, lawns suck now. So I pen Muskins or Vel's Heart. Don't go Muskins. Muskins are Evasion. You do not have enough gear to run Evasion. But you could do a Vel's Heart, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're gonna do boots though, I would do Uragons and get Biggs gloves. Hopefully you don't already have Libers. Fingers crossed. At Jade I got like 10 to 15 an hour of those. 32k trash error, yellow Agris. That's not bad. Maybe you could try Jade Ripple. I don't know. Or you could just go to like Orcs or something and double dip. Work toward them really fast. How we looking? 42 Caphras. Oof. Not ideal. Not ideal. Sucklon is nice and easy too. I think between Sucklon, Awakening Witch, Awakening Guardian, all CPZ grinding. Go Awakening Valk on the Musa and decide to have a little more fun. Yeah. I'm not somebody that like falls asleep grinding, and I think that's because I don't pay that much attention to my screen. So I'm not really grinding. But they are definitely very comfy. Wait, is Purple still alive? I'm gonna die because Purple's still alive? What the heck? Brother. Purple. Go down, please. Thank you. Oofda. Do you have Libers? I was following Blue Dragon's recent guide. You should not have Libers. So I don't know why his guide tells you to get Libers, but that's a mistake. In order for Evasion to be good, on an Evasion class, you need so much Evasion that you're never going to be close to it until you're very, very geared. We're talking like Don's gloves, Ator's shoes geared, like 400 plus DP geared. And all the way up until that point, you're going to be squishier than if you just had DR. But you've kind of committed now that you have the Libers. So, I mean, you kind of made your bed, you know what I mean? You gotta just roll with it. But if you're the general, I guess, concept is if you are grinding comfortably where you are and you're not having problems staying alive, you should get more AP. And then if your DP is holding you back from grinding somewhere better, then you should get DP. And currently, I think you should push your AP to probably 269 at least, with like a Vel's Heart or whatever. And then I would work your DP up to about 330 and then head over to Orcs. And then you can just live at Orcs forever, basically. But you could upgrade later on if you wanted, but once you get to Orcs, I'd keep going on AP till like 289 or something, and then DP again to get to Gyphon. Just keep doing that. 269, 330 for Orcs? Yeah, with your Evasion, I would do 330. If you're a DR, you could go there a little earlier, but it is what it is. You'll be all right. I've been a low gear score Evasion player before. It's a little bit scary, but it's not that bad. DR all the way, basically, yeah. You need so much gear on Evasion now for it to be better than DR. It's crazy. And then you get to late game, like the late game spots, like the deckiest stuff. It's like Evasion is just worse than DR, and it doesn't really matter how much of it you have, it's just worse. Which is crazy. I think it was like 6 months ago they said that they were going to balance it a little bit better, but they changed, I think, 2 spots, and that was it. So, I don't know, man. It's because Evasion is countered by accuracy and it's easy to get accuracy. It's more so that mobs have a lot of accuracy. It's mostly mobs. But it's not, like, from a PvP perspective, it's mostly that classes have buffs and debuffs to Evasion. For example, a Zerker with an Offen at 800 accuracy can kill just about any Evasion class in the game in a 1v1. Because their Stomp is a 12% Evasion debuff, and their Headbutt is a 15% accuracy buff. And they can get both of those off in a 1v1 combo. So your Evasion immediately is worth 27% less. Just because you're fighting a Zerker. Guardian has a 9% accuracy buff and a 15% evasion debuff. This is, by the way, this is without add-ons, which are another 5% of both. Right? That's just raw. That's just what they have. And that is why you need a crazy amount of evasion for it to be relevant in PvP. In PvE, it's just that mobs have a ton of accuracy for whatever reason. We don't really know why. Suck Guardian's awesome in PvP. Flow skills are so good. I played Suck Guardian in a T1 Node War guild. We had a lot of GVGs. It was pretty good. The big circle thing. I use the big circle thing to save lives so many times, man. because of the like DR buff and HP regen. It's huge. To wait and see how evasion works after the hit rate changes. Well, they're doubling accuracy. So if anything, evasion's gonna get worse, right? Because their initial idea was to cut hits in half, double the damage, and double the accuracy rate. Which is not really how that scales. But of course PA doesn't know how numbers work, so. Unless they really put some thought into it, it's just gonna get worse for evasion. Hello, Nightcore Bunny. Good morning, good afternoon. This is skill they showed has 20% accuracy buff. Yep. Goodbye evasion. Goodbye evasion. Imagine, right? So 20% accuracy buff plus the 27% accuracy buff, evasion debuff, plus 10% from add-ons. Of course evasion is bad. And on top of that, it's so easy to just throw on an accuracy offhand and have like 1,000 accuracy. Like, evasion is just scuffed, man. It just doesn't have a place right now. They've cooked it. Okay, I got the demo rings. Think you guys get on Wednesday. Yeah, that's the thought, I believe. It's next week on the rings. I'm not, like, at all excited about Debo rings. It's just not something I care about, I don't think. Which kind of is what it is. I guess I'm just, like, not excited for EA and their direction for the game. Maybe that's the real problem. And a friend quit the game after he wanted a 1v1. Just kept attacking and missing evasion. Evasion sucks, Sork. You know Sork has the most evasion passives in the game? Because of their like sidekick thing. And their natural passives. But most Sorks build DR so that they can have more damage. Isn't that interesting? Pretty soon everyone's going to build DR. Because there's just no point in evasion. Sork is bae. Sork's okay. Didn't they change DR in Evasion? Not really, no. Where are these class passives listed? They aren't. They are not listed. It's just many years of experience. Free ball. Find a high mobility class is super fun. You might like Suck Zerker then, because it's very mobile. It doesn't do any damage, but it's very mobile. Bit of a CC bot. Zerker's not pretty to look at, yeah. That's fair. I looked at a Zerker's back for many, many years, though. And then they changed it and ruined it. What are you gonna do? Hello. Good morning. Good evening. Oh, that's our hour done. Our hour's like long since been done. I've just been cruising. How we looking? How we looking? 65 Caphras. Not ideal. To do the Caphras journal, most of the Caphras journal is just not worth the time. I think the first one would be, but then after that, we're looking at like making elixirs and stuff. May as well just keep grinding. I did repair, yes? Okay. Let's shake these other Caphras up. We got enough dust to make that hour okay, I guess. Be like 96 Caphras. More in a year or two. So require a 5k demi-human hunt. Requires, there's like a lot of random ones, and every single one of them is just like, you know? If BDO was popped through, might have been reincarnated as a shy. I farm in another world, jeez. $217. You should be an idea man for them, for all the isekais out there. I'm sure there's a studio that just makes isekais, so you could be their front man for ideas. At last, we can hit the guarantee. Look at that. We're so terrible at enhancing that we hit pity on try. Great. Do a tongue grab? All right. Let me check these things. I only have 1,000 seals left. Can you show your life skill level? I can, I just don't life skill. I do no life skilling, essentially. How much money do I have? 2 bill. Don't forget to get close to cave node. I'm probably not going to bother. I'm not going to remember to refresh it. $862. Do I have crons anywhere else? Yes. Okay, so we need 600. I could probably squeeze 600 out. Sounds really good though. Yeah, but if I never remember to go make food to feed them, then it doesn't do me any good, right? 6. Was that how many I needed? 600? Yes. Beautiful. Bro's more prepped down to life skilling without life skilling. Do I? This Master 5, by the way, I went from 0 to Master 5 just with that fishing rod that they gave us. That had like 5,000 durability. But I wasn't fishing at Velia, I was like in Calpheon or something. And it actually like juiced my fishing level. But the rest of it is just, I don't know, random stuff over time. This is it. This is the one. This is our time. This is our moment. 8 clicks. 19% chance we're using a very, very high stack for this. Just want to get it done and over with. Attempt number 8. We're just gonna hit the pity on everything, I think. We'll just hit the pity on everything. I'll just assume that I need 7 more clicks on this freaking thing. We'll just assume that. It cost me 4.5 billion silver per click. Which is gonna be 31.5 billion more silver. So in another 32 billion silver, we'll actually get the helmet. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hurts right in my meow meow. Oh geez, I don't even want to know what that is. Oh, I have to go talk to a guy and everything? I don't even have any bird food, I don't think. Oh, I do actually have some. 22 minutes, okay. That's so much money we've spent on that thing too. It's crazy. Think it would go before pity? It better go before pity. Or Jae Kim and I are gonna have to have a little chat. How's the ultimate going? It's going pretty good. We just got another Zarka box last night, which is crazy. And we gotta work on Ancient Rune Storage, is that it? Gotta work on the other Black Star. You did say Coastal Cave, right? Am I not talking to the right guy? This is definitely the right guy. Rotate the map a bit. Oh, what the heck? Why is it over here? Why can I not change that? I guess I gotta like recover there. Vest CP first? I already did. Where's my food at? Bird. It's in Calpheon, what the heck? There it is. That is so dumb. Can't even see it on your screen. That's so dumb. Here. We can even get from these. Up to 300 crown. We're not going to get anything from these. I'm not even going to remember to feed it. Plus, I don't leave my game logged in anymore. All the boxes give crons. Peepo Shark. I guess it's something. We'll get some free crons. Let me grind these up really quick while I run to the restroom. And then we'll do some more grinding. Get some more Caphras chipped out. But I'll be right back. Back just in time. Look at that. Beautiful. I repaired, I believe. Yep. When do we get something exciting like new area or class? The Heidel Ball, I believe, is next month. June 22nd, I believe. And I assume that they're going to announce the next class on June 22nd. Probably to release like very early July, if I had to guess. But I don't know. Okay, are we ready? I believe so. Let's roll. It's something. You know, there hasn't even been like a season of Solaire in a very long time as well. Like, August was the last Solaire season, right? So almost a year. I don't know what they're doing over there, man. I don't know what they're doing over there at PA. Oh, I could probably grab a food buff real quick. Heard their revenue is declining? Gee, I wonder why. They're not real bright, as it turns out. They're in panic mode, of course they are. Are we working on that next gen upgrade for console? Hold on my breath. Honestly, Irish, I think that they're gonna abandon console before they do any more work on it. Like, I am not convinced that they're interested in saving console. Even Maple Story doing better? Good. Maybe they'll figure out that they're not bulletproof and that they actually need to respect the players. And if they don't, then I guess their game will die. Booted up my 10-year-old Guild Wars 2 account. Guild Wars 2, man. Such an OG game. They need to make Guild Wars 3. I think that'd be cool. Probably will. Yeah, I don't know. You'd think they would have already if they were going to. Garbage is our cash cow for 12 years. That doesn't mean they'll do a 3 though. Companies are weird. Hello, other. How's it going? I think they announced it during shareholder conference. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It takes a long time to make an MMO, though. And I heard that Riot is like starting over with their MMO. They're scrapping the whole thing and starting over. So, another few years on that. $7,000 Caphras looks like 70 hours grinding or more. It's definitely going to be more. I don't make 100 Caphras an hour. Unless there's a drop rate event or something. I usually get like 70 an hour, I would say. On average. Sometimes hours are better, but sometimes they're worse. I'll have nice games to play when we retire. There's no retirement. The way the world's going, nobody's gonna retire. I'm gonna work until I die, man. Ironman gets boring a little. It just it becomes like any other account, right? You're just grinding for an upgrade. It's inevitable. That 7,000 used to be like 22,000. So we're making some pretty good progress, but it's a lot of grinding. Our ER chief is like 80. Guess that's true, we can't retire. Yeah, and he makes like more than most, right? Retirement is the carrot that they hold at the end of the stick, but you never reach it. One day you get Penn Tungrad, an easy win. We just hit the pity on try Tungrad, so I don't know about the whole easy win part, but we've gone through, gosh, like a few hundred Tungrad necks. Makes like 700k a year. Yep. Could probably retire if he was willing to take like a hit to lifestyle. Try to work out something you love doing at the start. Yeah. You gotta find something you enjoy. Doesn't want to retire. Learning never ends. Always a student. Yeah, for sure. Wants to die in our ER. That's that boomer brain, man. Work until you die. I actually hear that a lot. Like people could retire, but they don't. And you talk to them, and like their main reason is that they just wouldn't know what to do if they were sitting at home. And I'm like, man, just get a hobby. Like you could get a limited number of hobbies. Find something. I'm sure you'll find something you love. But they just keep coming to work. You're a doctor, you're just a doctor, you don't have hobbies. But when you retire, you could establish hobbies. That's the whole point in retirement, is to experience other things with your life. Work becomes the only constant. I mean, if that's like the most fun thing that you can think of doing, then I guess. But I can think of a lot more things that I'd rather do. Walking with DK, jeez. Is that your hobby? Is that what you're gonna do when you retire? You're just gonna hold W on your DK? When your work is so dynamic and broad, also being fulfilling, kind of forget about hobbies. That's not a reason to not retire, though. But to each their own, I suppose. Who says I don't do it now? Oh, jeez. You play that new Stellar Blade game, then? Is that your jam? Did you just jump right on that? Thank God for MMOs, yeah. Sure. Nice way to turn your brain off, yep. The one with that amazing outfit? Yeah, on the good camera angles. Stellar Blade for PC? I don't think so. I think it's only on PlayStation right now, right? But I don't know. I haven't looked into it at all. The one with skin suit? Ah, Jesus. I've like not even watched any of it, but I just know people are like fiending for it. Not like my PC can run it, fair enough. I do have a PlayStation, so I guess like technically I could stream it, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm interested. That's the only thing I know about it, and I've heard about it, is like the character model and stuff. I don't know if the game's good or not. What's your GPU? My gaming PC has a 3090, and my stream PC has a 2070 Super. I have M2 Pro. I don't even know what that is. I've never even heard of that. Is that like an AMD thing? MacBook chip? Ah, rip. $1660 Ti. It's not that bad, I guess. Probably get like, what, 60 FPS on medium or something? It's not too bad. BDO can run on my MX500 laptop. I started BDO on a laptop that had 1 gig of RAM. Way back in the day. I got, I think, like 12 FPS on optimization mode. It's a good time. Time to upgrade. 3080 going for sale after crypto scare. Yeah, less demand on them. And the 40 series cards are out now, right? So 12 FPS, 12 FPS. Yep. That front PA did good. BDO can run on most things while looking decent. Except my old laptop. It was many, many years old before BDO came out. And just couldn't handle it. Laptop still work? I have no idea. I had to leave it behind. I assume it's in some sort of landfill by now. It's like the old Nokia phones. Yeah, for my 18th birthday, I got to abandon everything I owned and move very, very far away with nothing but a backpack. Now here we are. I have no idea what happened to that laptop. I think I brought it with me, but then I moved again. And no idea, yeah. Get that into the wild vibes. It wasn't by choice. Just had to be done. Well, it's for the best and you're doing much better? Yeah. Definitely in a better spot. It's all good. Now we run BDO on remastered. The progress, yeah. The progression of life. Going from 12 FPS on optimized to remastered. How's our Caphras? 36. I need to storage made some trash over so that I could actually afford another tent buff. Done spent all our money. Bought a Nuver as well. I got a Nuver from Night Vendor. And I'm thinking about making a Nuver. But I don't know how the helmet's going. Not well. Clearly, but... How long is a Magnus quest? Oh man. If you're just like watching a guide, probably 6 hours, 5 hours. Maybe it's not quite that long. It really depends on how good you are at it though. I think like going in knowing all the puzzles and only having to look up the one puzzle, it took me, gosh, I want to say like 3 hours probably. Why are you just standing there, lady? Okay, we're good. Doesn't sound so bad? Yeah. The problem is like it in combination with all the other quests that you have to do in the game. It's just a lot. It's a lot of questing. It's better experience than usual class. It sort of depends on how much trouble you have with it, because it's still very buggy, and some of the things you have to do are pretty terrible. It's more interactive though, and it's very different. But it's just basically a bunch of puzzles over and over again. Voice acted? I have no idea. I just saw spam. I think so. Maybe. There's cutscenes and stuff. Maybe want to come back? Yeah. It's definitely worth doing. It's a lot of quality of life stuff that you get for it. But it's not like groundbreaking in the world of BDO. Made many systems simpler. They did, and some of that was because they couldn't get it to work. Especially when it comes to like Magnus stuff. Pity system, new player experience. I think the pity system was not something that they wanted to add. I think they're trying to reach new markets. And the pity system was a result of them trying to reach new markets. But I think if they had been as successful as they wanted to be, they would never have added a pity system to enhancing. Saw some guy with their black spirit looking like Sauron. Like the fully enhanced one kind of does, yeah. Gotta do all of the story quests. Once you do all the story quests, you can actually choose what your Black Spirit looks like. Those are cosmetic from the shop. Don't give them any ideas, man. They don't need more things to monetize. Why can you change the speed of the stream? I guess in case you fall behind on ads and you want to catch back up. Maybe you can run it like 2 times or something. I don't know. Like ads that play don't play while the stream is playing. It just pauses your stream, Lily. And that picks it up where you left off. So you end up getting behind. Something ad block. Yeah, fair enough. The unfortunate thing is that that's how the creators make money, is ads. Which is why I don't run ad block. I have YouTube Premium to not see ads, but I'm not going to run ad block. Because if every single person that watched YouTube ran an ad block, then none of the creators would make any money. And then there would be no creators. Kind of sucks you don't get paid. It's no worries. Like, don't turn off your ad blocker for me. Ads are pretty toxic, but that is how creators make money, right? I hate they remove banner ads. I think it's because there's like not enough demand for the ads. All the ads are purchased by companies to place there, and they just don't purchase those. They probably have a low like click-through. You used to have proper ads, now it's way too intrusive. Side banners were the way to go. They just were less effective, so they had a harder time marketing those to advertisers. Because the click-through on those was like incredibly low. So they found it difficult to market those. Double butcher. One to 3% click-through is really good for really good ones. That seems really high. Worst part about ads is that they're 99% trash, yeah. So it pays the creators, though. They had really good ads, I wouldn't mind. They gotta make them as cheap as possible so that they can spend more money like getting it out to people, which is really weird. Remember the banner ads being actually good, as in advertising stuff that actually interests you, like when I was a kid, ads for games. It's called targeted advertisement, and they use a lot of things that they're not legally supposed to have to do that. I'm looking at you, Meta. They do that because they're looking up all the things that you search for, everything that you talk about, and they're like organizing ads that would have a higher click-through rate for particular people by knowing your interests, right? Which is becoming illegal in a lot of places, which is a good thing for sure. It's now more about the channel than quality ads, yeah, for sure. Cool. Pets are so terrible, man. That might be the worst part about the Ironman, is how bad the pets are. We've kind of like figured out how to deal with the tent, but the pets, man. And shop contract system as well. It's a little bit more tolerable because you can just pile up a handful of them in your inventory. So it's just a little bit tedious once a week, but the pets is like a constant nagging problem. I can live with that in exchange for pets, I guess. Pets are designed to be such a money sink, even fairies. Everything in the game is. They want you to spend money. They choose the weight of trash loot so that you spend money. Once you've spent money on your carry weight, they make the trash loot volume way more so that you have to spend money on maids. They had 10,000 freaking items in the game, so you had to spend money on inventory slots and storage slots. They still have not allowed you to take your horse into Akhman Histria, even though they said they would. Again, so that they could sell more maids. You literally can't even grind there without like 30 maids or whatever. Which are $12 each. They fixed the whistling trade items through the desert by selling you a $22 horse flute that you can use from anywhere. But if you buy the one that works at 500 meters, you can still whistle trade items through the desert 10 years later. This game is very predatory. And it's going to get worse. Maid's probably next purchase. Just look for 4 maid bundle. What are they, like half off if you get the 4 maid bundle? 40% off maybe? I'm not sure. It's still very very predatory. They should just reduce the weight of trash loot in Ackman Hysteria, or let you take your horse in there like they said they would. But because they make money by not doing it, they don't do it. Issue's bad. Yeah, Ackman's also bad. But it's intentional. Believe you me, they're doing that on purpose. It's 1,940 pearls. Last set of 4 I bought. So like 70% off, 75% off. Not quite 75, it'd be like 70, 71. I have enough free maids, but I also placed this 2020. Do you have 30 storage maids? My main account, I think, has quite a few maids as well, but the point is they're making a ton of money from it because they're having it that way when they could just not have it that way. You know what I mean? You being covered doesn't make it less predatory. $17 storage, 7 central market. Oof. My main must have like 40 storage maids or something. And 20 something market maids. It's just like a lot of money for something that they said that they were going to change and just haven't bothered in many, many months now. And I would imagine it has something to do with their loss of income. But it's okay, guys, because they're gonna launch the crystal expansion thing, the crystal recovery expansion, and that'll only be like $4 or $5. That was gonna be 20 per slot. Don't give them any ideas, man.
Gripter just subscribed with Prime.
Gripter, thank you so much for the Prime sub. 4 months. I really appreciate that, man. Appreciate you coming back, dropping the prime. Another 4 or 5 pounds, yeah. Across like thousands of players. It's so dumb. They could just give it for free. Uh-oh, we're in a bad spot here. There's a butcher and I was full on weight. Hope they chill on the pay to win a little. If Crimson Desert works out, they're not going to. PA and chill on pay to win are two things that will never go together. They will suck the life out of this game. And then when this game dies, they'll just add more pay to win to Crimson Desert. And suck the life out of that. Because it's PA. Least I can do? Well, I sure appreciate it. You win in Twitch chat? No, no, no. That's the kind of pay to win that we do support, Lily. Paying me to win. That's what we support. That we don't support PA's pay to win. We support my getting paid. I don't know. I don't know how to like connect the dots on that one. Thinking, what if you chose Tamer for the ultimate? Then we would have a decent class, I guess. I don't know. And it'd be grinding on the dog. We're basically just taking money out of Bezos's pocket and transferring it. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. Could just use a pet and be invincible. If I was going to do that, though, why wouldn't I just play something that's freaking broken? Why wouldn't I just hop on like a Suck Witch or something and just absolutely steamroll the game? Yeah, I can't Ash at 300 DP. I don't know that it's like actually invincible, is it? Like 1.5 million HP? Jeez. It's a lot of HP. Finally been able to grind Geif and under, and I love the spot. So chill. Yeah, it's super comfy. Once you get it, you got it, man. And it's just like, it's so comfy after that. Doesn't scale with your DP. Seen YouTube videos about grinding with just a tamer pet. It's got to be slow, right? Because if it doesn't scale with your DP, it probably doesn't scale with your AP either. Is there build variety in BDO? Not really. And they're trying to push that even farther toward the no. Technically, there's a slight difference between Evasion and DR, but Evasion is not good, so it's at an interesting place. Even that doesn't have very much build diversity between the two. They're just different boots and gloves is all. You seen the proposed evasion changes? I haven't, no. I don't really like... Maybe this is a bit cynical, but I don't actually care about the future of this game. So, like, I'm not particularly interested in getting involved with change when I know that A, not going to listen, and I'm just, like, not super interested. I totally, like, lost faith in PA as a company, and I don't feel as though they will be able to deliver a quality game anymore. So I don't care what happens to it. I'm just extracting my version of fun out of it, and that's all I care about. It's like B to A tier in terms of speed and damage. Weird. Huh. That's crazy. There's no way to build a tank. Not really. Even tanks can die, you know what I mean? Or glass cannon. It's more about the class that you choose, whether it's glass cannon or tankier, more so than the build. A glass cannon class, i.e. an archer or a ranger, even if you build full evasion, full DP, everything, will still be squishy. And a class that does no damage, i.e. like, I guess in this situation we can use Scholar in PvP, it does not matter how much AP you build, you're going to do less damage than other people, right? There's no real diversity in that sense. It's a class, not the gear, kind of, yeah. But the game is like a one combo game. If you get caught, you're gonna die. And if you have like a ton of gear, then you'll live, but then they just catch you again and you die. But there's only two paths to go, and a lot of that depends on your class as well. Some classes don't get the choice. Some classes only have one option because they can't scale with evasion. Just don't have faith in any game company nowadays. Take your part of fun and leave. Exactly. Exactly. So I don't like look forward to things. I don't hope for things. None of that stuff. I used to. Back in the day, I used to be hopeful for the direction of the game, but it's clear that they don't care about the game and they only care about making money. So I don't care anymore. And that's where we're at. I even had a little bit of hope just a few months ago. 6 months ago, I was still a little bit hopeful. And then they started using their partners to advertise costumes so that people would buy more costumes, and I lost all hope. That was the last straw there.
Hello there.
Spanky Bear just followed.
Spanky Bear, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Good name. Should be getting Crimson news soon. They had earnings call and their stock went up by 20% one day. Good old Crimson Desert. I don't actually like care at all about Crimson Desert. And I think it's mostly because it's Pearl Abyss. It's just been like a series of letdowns for the last decade, so I don't know. Don't really care. Only PA game I look forward to is DokeV. I'm not even looking forward to that. I just don't care. It's going to be pay to win or absolutely tragically garbage. Or both. That's all they know anymore. Also, it's single player. Yeah, they didn't intend for it to be, but they had to shift when their stock dropped. When they announced it, they had to shift. I was excited for Crimson Desert, but it's been so long. I was excited for it when it was going to be an MMO. I was like, this could be something interesting. They're updating their engine, so it's going to run better. Like BDO 2, basically, but they bailed on that, and here we are. Don't care. PA has the worst storyline, like, ever. And they're trying to make a single-player game, which typically the story carries it. So I'd rather play like any other single player game. Animal, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. There's probably like 1,000 other studios that would do a single player game better than PA. I like the video story. The presentation is just horrendous, and therein lies the problem. You can have a good concept, a good idea, but if your execution is terrible, then nobody cares. Hence, every single player in this game are spams. Every single one of them. The combat looks good? Of course it does. They just ripped it from BDO. Of course it looks good. Makes perfect sense. That is their strong suit as well. It's the only thing they're good at. Is combat. And that is what's kept the game alive. But that is, in fact, all they have. Just gonna pick up a guy and throw him to another guy. Guy stabs the ground down to the enemy. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't care about like PA. Maybe that's like a rude thing to say as a partner, but that's what they've earned from me, so. I'm patiently waiting to be removed. It might go on the list of things that I want to play when it comes out, but I don't know. I'm not super excited about it. Did you get anything for being a partner? Kind of. Sort of. It's a little bit of a complicated relationship. Apart from being mailed stuff, not really. I personally, as a YouTube partner, because YouTube partners are, I don't want to say treated differently, but the perks for the YouTube folks don't really exist. With that said, the perks for the streaming folks don't really exist either. There is not really any benefit, to be totally honest. They sometimes do events which you can sign up for, but you do have to sign up for them. They're pretty uncommon though. And you get priority on, well, sometimes you get priority on like slots for their like G-Star or their events that they do. so no value pack drop buff. They do give you all that stuff. That's the stuff that they mail you. But as a creator, I have seen no benefit. Which was kind of like the whole point in becoming a creator, is to, you know, like when you're partnering with them as a creator, you would anticipate that you would get some sort of, I don't know, visibility. But that is not the case with PA. There's no visibility there. Not losing much if you get removed. Yeah, exactly. There was a long time where I was just trying to push out content to make viewership requirements and stuff. And I stopped like trying to improve the content, because it took all of my time just to get enough out. And I've like totally abandoned that. I don't care about the partner program. I just want to make better content. But rest assured, PA doesn't even know what an Ironman is. Even though one of their partners is one. They have no idea. They reused the old buff icons from Gyfin in Historia. Oh, for the Dekia stuff? Makes sense. You ever notice that Catfish and Ackman look the same? Three partners. There's not three partners doing Ironman. There's only one. Azure is a creator, not a partner. Unless he made partner like last month and didn't tell me, but he's been pushing for it. And Quinny is not in the creator program. A lot of the old mobs reskins, which is crazy because like they didn't even have that big of a game yet, and they're already reskinning. Naga's got reskin. Valencia is basically just reskins of Serendia. Partner, assuming for you. No, I mean Pearl Abyss partner. Pearl Abyss doesn't know what an Ironman is. Quinny and Azure are not in the partner program? No. Azure's in the creator program, not the partner program. And Quinny is in neither. Azure, like, should get in the partner program, though. He should. I feel like he definitely meets Rex on YouTube, but I think he's trying to do it with Twitch for whatever reason. And they're pretty particular about their Twitch. I think he was going to apply again recently, but I don't remember. Got the requirements for YouTube, yeah. But they keep upping the stream requirements. He needs 75 concurrent now. And he needs to stream more. It's a minimum of 2 days a week until next month, when they change the way that works, but for now it's 2 days a week minimum. That's Quinny's problem as well, as he doesn't stream enough. Also a college student? Yeah, and he works part-time? Yep. Oh, our hour finished 5 minutes ago. The heck? Got distracted. Hello, Seth. Good afternoon. Another double butcher. I had 4 butchers yesterday, by the way. The quadruple butcher. It was a good time. I need the butchers to stop so that I can go get the other hour started, basically. I need to sell some trash loot. It's getting 20 joules of jade. Jesus. How we doing on Caphras? We're cranking away, man. I did an hour last night, and that pushed us just under 7K, so we're probably like, I don't know, 6850 now. Maybe a little under that. 6800. Not sure. Alright, let me run to the restroom and then we'll get going on the next hour. Hopefully get some good Caphras, but I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Let me peek real quick, actually. Or how many Caphras we got that hour? 119 Caphras. So 70 last hour to 120 this end. It's just all over the place, man. I don't know. Can we get like a triple Ironman Olin's party when Azure gets there? It'd be nice to see that. If Quinny wants to run all of the elixirs, then I'm down, man. Let's do it. But I'm not gonna make elixirs, so we just do like a frenzy or something, whatever they want to do. I'm happy to just die over and over again. My part's done. My challenge is done. After that, I'm good with whatever. Who's the shy? Quinny has the shy, so it'd be Quinny. It'd be Quinny carrying the other two Ironmen at Olin's. That's the title of the video right there. Quinny carries the Ironmen. But it'll be like a year from now when Azure actually like gets geared, you know what I mean? It's not a fast process. Oh man, I only have 10 seconds left on that buff. I gotta just kill whatever's here. Red. Oh, it's not even gonna be enough to kill red. Ah, jeez. Now we're fighting red without a buff. Okay, it worked out. It worked out. We're good. We're safe. No, Quinny could do that. Yeah, he probably would as well. Be happy to. I need to ask him if you can manufacture the... whatever the Garmoth things are. I don't think you can. But you can manufacture the anvils for the tent instead of using the house in Trent. I don't know that he's like prepared to try though, is the thing, so kind of feel bad. Maybe I should just go on my main account and buy whatever it is and then try to manufacture it, but I'm sure it won't work. Commented to get a Furia cog. It's quest reward also, not loyalty locked. Yeah, that's interesting. The thing is though, is like I just bought the Bartali boat, which is totally fine. I know the cog is faster, but the Bartali boat is like, that opens up things I didn't even think about. We were doing the quest to try and get the Bartali boat, but they changed it. And it's just from that vendor. I wonder what else that vendor sells. But also, Despondent, with the way the currency tab works, I actually can get Radiant Seals now. So I could just buy an Euphoria sailboat or an Euphoria frigate. That could be a decision that we make. That would help a lot with Vel, I think. Because I can actually make it to 1 Vel a week. A lot of thought. I didn't know it was a quest reward though. It's very interesting. Fix UI, no more gaps in them. But you know what they did is they made it way, way bigger. So it's like tragic. They made the size way bigger. Like, why do they do this? I don't need this thing to be gigantic. Imagine the first Vel. I would have to spend months on an alchemy stone thing. Because I would need 1500 alchemy stone shards. If we got a Vel's heart. To make the Vel's heart. You know what I mean? Don't know how much they are on PC. You could buy off Central Market. No, I can't buy off Central Market. What you talking about? Thought I was going insane. They did make it bigger. Yeah, it's so much bigger. Last Caphras and done with the challenge. As long as our duo Labresca cooperates, which so far it has not been cooperating, then yes. We are 0 for 8 on duo Labresca on a 180 stack. But as long as that goes in time, then yeah, just the Caphras left. I don't see why it wouldn't go in time though, to be fair. So that we can't tell which one's the unlucky account. They're both unlucky, as it turns out. They need to make it kind of transparent, or just smaller. Why does it have to take up the whole screen? Why can't it just be like... Why can't it just be like this? There's no reason for it to take up the whole screen. Forgot Ironman? Yeah, no worries. We're gonna have to get crystals again to make the enhancement for Vels. We're talking about the ultimate challenge, Rapool. This one we're kind of like never gonna get a Vel on, because I can't make it to the Vels on this one. But the ultimate challenge is on EU, so I can make it to the Wednesday Vel, because it's so much earlier in the day. Can manufacture the anvil, but you wouldn't. But you would need pure crystals. Yeah, I know I can manufacture the anvil. It was the Garmoth heart things I was curious about, because there's some things you can manufacture and some things you can't. Though realistically, I probably won't bother with the anvils. I'm not sure. You can do cons. I probably won't though. I'm still of the same opinion that you really shouldn't choose the destruction con. So we'll just have an Ators until we get Vel, or don't get Vel. I mean, for the inverted heart, yeah. It's the ultimate Ironman. Yeah, but we have, like, technically, we have the opportunity to get a Vel. So I think it's Vel or a Tors, because I wouldn't run a con. I would choose the life con every single time. Even on an Ironman. But the goal also isn't gear score related, so... We don't even have to, like, exalt a alchemy stone to go do Ash Forest. Could just get gear elsewhere. Trent gang. Chopping wood. Plus I had a little ball, maybe we'll get one. No, there's no chance that I get one. I can't even use the challenge tab or anything, so... Could you get Trent for life? I think I vaguely remember somebody talking about that as a lifestone. And I've sort of had an idea of how to get it. And never bothered with it. Need inverted energy for an inverted heart, which is a quest reward where you need 5 Hesed crystals. Yeah, but could you manufacture the Hesed crystals instead of doing the house thing? I'm sure you can't. But if you could... you cannot. I tried, interesting. Alright, no Garmoth heart for us. Have that lifestone as well as Khan's life. I just don't know how much gathering we're going to be doing on the ultimate. Like, I think it'll be fairly easy to make frenzies, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do food buffs with how much like space they take up when you're trying to make them. Trent takes like 20 minutes of life scaling Nervelia. Interesting. Mana pot? What about the mana pot? I'm confused. Need workshop and Doom Cruise. I don't think you can get the Garmoth height. Yeah, exactly. But the thought process there, Irish, was that you also need a workshop in Trent to make the anvils for the tent, but those you can actually manufacture. Instead of using the workshop, you can manufacture those. So I was curious if you could manufacture the other things as well. Going for it on alt. Yeah, we'll have bulk potions. We'll probably work toward a map, maybe even a compass, all kinds of stuff on that one. There's a lot of stuff I want to go for on it. The goal is like a Pen de Baraka, so we're definitely going to have a mana pot. Point is, you can carry the Trent for life, and meanwhile I'll use a con until the 5th or 6th year. I finally let Veil drop. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Because I could just use the Ator Stone instead of the con. And it's like, the difference is actually just 1 AP. So is it worth doing the work to get the con? Then I'd have to like merc into a guild or join a guild. Which is another thing I think that we're not going to do. I'm not sure. There's a way to get Hesed crystals without workshop? What the heck? Don't know if it's gonna work. Keep saying it's just 1 AP or 1 DP. It's crazy, yeah. Isn't that crazy? 1 AP. Can't believe how sometimes just 1 makes a difference. Yeah, especially like the bracket. Because 1 could mean 19. Brackets are crazy. For sure. Con is way better than the Ator, has more effects too. That's okay though. I don't mind. 3 times con is a merc, not so hard. I understand that's not hard, but it's something that I would never run conventionally, and I don't recommend anyone to run it. So I'd have a hard time convincing myself to do so. Can work into Yami J. They do cons Saturday mornings. Well, A, I work Saturday morning, and B, it's on EU, so I wouldn't be able to. I just don't think I'm gonna run a con. I don't think I can convince myself to bother just for 1 AP. One AP is like, I don't know. Just get a splendid alchemy stone from Shikatu luxury box. Grind it down for the alchemy stones and make con. I can't even get a Shikatu luxury box. I literally can't even get one. Because I can't take challenge tab rewards or Black Spirit Avenger rewards or login rewards or anything. So there's not actually a way to get one. It's on EU. Oh, interesting. When's the NA server move? I think it's the 22nd. Is what I heard. I think in this case, Rapool, 1 AP actually doesn't matter. Because it's not going to make the difference between being able to do Ash Forest and not being able to do Ash Forest. And the majority of our time going for the Deboreka will probably not be at Ash Forest. So. Gonna delete the tags. Yep. That's pretty new. I got Sharp Destruction from Bloodwolf Garmoth event. Hey, dang. Not bad. That's like a 1 in a billion. Quest line is very annoying from what I've heard. So do it like 5-10 times and you're good. Or I could just not bother with the Garmoth's Heart, which I think is the direction that I'm leaning toward. 1 crystal slot, 1 extra terrible crystal. I don't think it's going to matter to me. Quest line for 1 has seed crystal, so if it's not family quest that can work on your tags whenever on reroll. It's probably a family quest though, right? But again, like, we're talking all this work to make an inverted Garmoth heart to get 1 crystal slot. I don't know, I'm not convinced. Think you get a Shikatu box for the Villa quest? Maybe. So we just have to get lucky on that Shikatu box and not get memory fragments. Which is definitely what we will get. We gotta think like both short term and long term. And things like that are just like, I don't know, man. What can we achieve in the time that it would have taken to do all that stuff? And I just don't know if it's ever going to be worth it. I do all that work, just get burned out and quit later? Or the game gets shut down? Yeah. Definitely possible. We're looking at like a 1600-hour grind. Just for the pen portion, so... Like we're... Realistically, we're gonna be raw tapping a bunch of demos. I'll probably cron like to duo or to try, and then raw tap from there. Because that should cut down on the time spent. But that's all fully dependent on us even getting there, which is a lot of work. Doing the exact same thing all week. Serve for 5 on 10 attempts. Jeez. Unlucky. I think the problem with crawling everything in this case is that it's like 800 billion silver just for the tet to pen clicks. And I make like 400 million silver an hour. Need 4 to go from Pride to Duo. Hey man, I spent, I think 7 Debo necks and never got Pry. And then I stopped going for it. So you're doing all right by my book. If you can fail Pry, you can one-tap pen. Or I can hit the pity on pen, which is 20 clicks. Which is probably what's going to happen. We are not lucky enhancers over here. That's just not what we do. We get unlucky on everything, struggle through, and it all works out in the end. How many Caphras we have? 148. I don't think that we're gonna get the C3 today. I don't even remember how many it was, but I don't think we're gonna get there. Maybe. By the time you get it, best thought would be the Arc Demon Bone Teeth Tail Inferno necklace. Yeah, for sure. And then everybody will laugh at me for getting a Debo. Why'd you waste your time with the Debo, lol? We're actually making some pretty interesting progress on the Ultimate, despite like hardly playing it. It's been going pretty well. Choose your pen Debo box, level 62 reward. Yep, and I won't even be able to use it because I can't use the challenge tab. May as well be the Make a Pen Kaposha journey. Oh, jeez. We shouldn't have quite as much Caphra grinding on the next challenge, though. Because it should take longer to do things. which means more time spent working on other things that also give us Caphras. Fingers crossed. I will need to get better about doing the dailies though, like the Pit of Undying once we can do it. Gotta start doing that every single day. What do you get from the pit? You get Seals of Undying, which can be exchanged for kind of a large number of things. The main ones that you'd exchange them for are Cron Stones, but you can also get Loot Scrolls, which is what we're going to be exchanging them for. If you reach the last level of Pit and you do it every single day, you can get like 3,000 Cron Stones a month. So it's definitely worth doing. It only takes a couple of minutes as well once you get into it. You're fighting like bosses that have mechanics though. They take a little bit to learn, but once you have them down, pretty easy. A couple of minutes a day. My Ironman, I decided to start it with picking class I never played before. Wizard sucks so hard. It's comfy though. You get to Awakening Wizard, man. It's comfy. It may not be the best, but it's comfy. I tend to do that as well. Like this one was randomized, and then the ultimate was a class that I don't have any experience on, but I think is interesting. Killed Dark Rift Dim Tree for 10 minutes for Pry Cadre. Hey, at least you got a Pry Cadre. I guess a base would have been Yona's for you, but what are you gonna do? You could try to downgrade it, but that wouldn't help you at all. Just go red, equip only the Cadre, and start running at the town guards. Maybe they'll downgrade your ring. Iron Man, remind me how grateful I am. I don't need to quest on main anymore. There's so much questing, man. It's definitely something that people don't think about, but it's like, it's got to be like 30 hours. If you just drop in on a new account and you want to knock out all the quests that you need to do, it's probably like 30 hours. There's a lot. A guildmate that has almost finished all main quest lines while reading all? Oh, jeez. Not for me, man. I'd rather, like, break my R key. You probably could have read, like, the entire Harry Potter series a few times with all the dialogue. There's some chatty Cathys in the game. Yeah, they're advertising their own channel. Good, good. Twitch.tv/Black Desert Game, guys. They want you to chill out in the summer breeze or whatever. Got some ultimate challenge tomorrow. Gonna be pretty exciting. I need to train up that horse that has the drift and both instinct cells. I gotta learn those skills on him. Then we'll have a normal speed horse.
Hello there.
Zatana just followed.
Zatanna, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Maybe we'll hit the C3 today. I want to say it was like 200 something Caphras that we had left. I don't know. We're only at 156. Let's see how much dust we have. Maybe it'll carry it. $74 dust. It's not looking like it's gonna carry it. Butcher. Hello, sir. Tongue grad belt, great. Just what we needed. I actually need a necklace so that I can blow it up for Tet. And continue to be unlucky on Tet. 74 and a quarter. Yesterday, I think we were at like high 60s. Maybe it was the day before yesterday. Had to have been the day before yesterday. There's no way we made that much in that short a time. Ah, don't die. See, ready to jam out to the in-game Spring Breeze concert. Sorry, what? Tune in on Twitch now to listen to some sweet tunes, it says. I don't know about all that. I don't know that in-game and sweet tunes go together. Maybe they have like some shies and stuff. Playing some music. I don't know. Butcher. I'll take some Caphras, please, sir. Full on weight. Good, good. $55 Caphras so far, 54. That's okay, I guess. Third of the time, maybe we'll end up at like 70 something. Maybe even 80. That would be decent. There's 3 more Caphras. Beautiful. You're the guy from the GVG this time, Agarmouth? A revenge. The revengening. Good old Garmoth GVGs. Had a few of those. Super laggy there, yeah. They should add bosses back to Arsha. And let people just PvP all the time. Hello, Badashi. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Really motivated to grind today, but I had a better idea and started drinking. As long as you're having a good time. That's what really matters. Should we give up my warrior for PvE? 20k trash loot under Gryphon on a yellow? That seems crazy low. What the heck? Was the original use of green foods, fluffy cake, etc.? You used to be able to food stack. So simple crons and stuff like that didn't exist aging. So people had what they called food stacks, which was just a bunch of things that they ate to get various buffs. Like a knight's combat rations would stack with other things. This is like ancient technology though, like ancient tech. That seems really bad, man. I don't know why it's performing so poorly. I get like 18k on a blue. So you should definitely get a fair bit more than that. Tongue-grad neck. We'll be able to blow up a tet. Beautiful. Aren't some food rotations still better than full meals? Technically, but the problem is that they all have a 30-minute cooldown. So it takes you like 2 hours to even get a food buff going. And then it lasts not very long before you have to start doing it again. Unless you're like fully on top of it and you just keep looping it. It's a huge pain. I don't know about better per se, but like different. You can achieve like there's like an evasion food buff thing where you can get tankier from it, but it's such a huge pain. Or Caphras from that guy. Does that say 190? That's not bad. 70 Caphras so far. Got 16 minutes left. Could turn out pretty good. They really want you guys to go jam out. That's the second one now in like 15 minutes. Second announcement. Three more Caphras. Scholar dashes go really well with the string music, do they? I can't even hear the string music, so I don't know. Okay, first, come on. Gimme. We gotta get a gear score game today. +1. $194. Or like 240 something we have left. I can't remember for whatever reason. 204 maybe?
Hello there.
Mini Kevin 777 just followed.
Mini Kevin, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Whoops. Supposed to jump before I use that skill, but okay. Turned out alright. We didn't die. $105 dust, so that's 20 Caphras on top of that. 214 technically. Not bad. I guess we're still sort of averaging over 100 an hour. They don't like despawn or oh, I guess it says that they're dissipating. That makes sense. You guys gonna jump back into V Rising? Since it had its 1.0? I think yesterday? Today or yesterday? Must have been yesterday. Seems like a pretty good game. I played a little bit of it a while back. Where? V Rising on Steam? 1.0 release? I want to say yesterday. Will we be streaming it? That is an interesting question. I don't really have an answer. We don't have... There's not enough time in the day. There's not enough days in the week. Too many of them are dedicated to work. I would like to play all of the things, but as it currently stands, we're playing almost none of the things. I'm not sure what we'll do after Elden Ring. There's a lot of things. I also need to finish Nier, even though it's like getting me demonetized. I'll just have to like turn off the in-game music or something, I don't know. And Cyberpunk, there's so much stuff, man. Too many games. Too many games. Oh, the game music, it tells me exactly what it is. There's like some Metallica in there or something that got DMCA'd last time. In Germany or whatever, I don't know. Sometimes companies just flag as well, claim it. Yeah, they basically like claimed a 2-minute section of the live stream and took all revenue from the live stream. Because a 2-minute section is 100% of the income from that, definitely. The 60 cents I made from that live stream is definitely the only reason I got that 60 cents is because of that 2-minute section. 100%. Because DMCA is like, makes logical sense. If we don't get enough Caphras to finish the C3. That would be unfortunate. Butcher. Hello, sir. Will we reach 6650? Maybe. It'd be tight. It'd be tight, but maybe. We'll have to recalculate here after the hour, see where we're at. Been a pretty good hour though. And last hour was like crazy good. We're at 76 so far this hour. With a little bit of dust. Let's not die here. Purple, like, if you let purple turn around and start using the little thing, he like hit stutters me out of the movement skill. So I can't jump behind him. It's really weird. And sometimes he just doesn't turn around. With regards to Sage, which is better, Suck or Awakening? I think it's pretty situational. I want to say that Succession is doing better in like large scale and stuff. And then Awakening is doing better at 1v1. As far as grinding is concerned, I think they're pretty close to each other. Sage just happens to be like fairly balanced relative to everyone else. If that makes sense. You really can't go wrong with either spec. They work a little bit differently from each other, but they're both pretty solid. Don't want to go Wusa since I don't like to play meta classes. I'm right there with you. Sage, once upon a time, was a meta class. But that's just how the game works, right? Warrior doesn't love me, yeah. Try Sage since I can use it as well for PvP. Yeah, fair enough. It's pretty solid. I think both specs are doing well. Awakening has a range grab though, something to think about. Bringing Sage is so fun for me to return. Grinding on it is so freaking unenjoyable. Not a fan of Sage grinding. Interesting. I don't like the like movement acceleration thing. Can't stand it. Alright, there's our hour. We get to do some Caphras calculations. 76 Caphras that hour. 120 the last hour, which is like crazy. Alright, let's shake these together. I was looking at DK as well, but not sure if it's good for both PvE and PvP. It is very good for both. Awakening DK is quite good in PvE. Doing really well at places like Darkseekers, especially. Probably better than Sage, I would say, and I don't think it's even close. And it's really good for PvP because it's like an assassin-y type thing. Does super well. $220 Caphras. I just don't know if that's enough, man. Going DK then for waifu experience. Fair enough. We barely have enough for C3 Kudum. That's +1 gear score. We are now 694. Huge. Let's update the old gear planner. We are 1400 Caphras away from another gear score and finishing the Kudum, and then we'll jump back to the Urgons. Build DK for Evasion for extra oomph. I don't recommend Evasion on DK. It just like just blow people up, man. Isn't DK very high APM? Not really. It's higher than like Wizard, but it's not. It's no ninja, you know what I mean? It's probably not even. It's probably on par with Sage even. It's not. It's not crazy. Isn't DK one of the lowest APM? I don't think it's one of the lowest, no. But it's not like high. I wouldn't consider it high. I think the biggest issue with it is like the C-swap AP buff back to Awakening. That's a little bit hard on the... But outside of that, it's super easy. Which region it is? This is NA, North America. Why can't I place floor pattern in my manor? Oh man, I don't even have a manor. I've never had a manor. Can't help you. Don't know. Sork's not high APM, but it's a lot of cancels. Yeah. Yeah, Sork's not too bad. Nice to meet you. I'm from SEA server. SEA, huh? Hopefully you're having a good time with the game. I don't know too much about the SEA server, but I'm sure it has its problems, as we do. It's time to blow this necklace up. Oh, I have a 34 stack in there. Maybe we'll blow up the Tungrad belt first. Easy pry. Okay, now we'll blow up the neck. I need like 100 stack. Do I have any Valks? I have so many Valks, it's laughable. Okay. Just use a handful of these. Okay, I think this is like the 26th tech click. We're like 5 for 25 or 5 for 24, somewhere in there. Here we go. Sorry, what? We're not supposed to get that. Gosh dang it. Literally can't do anything with that except go for pen. F. I mean, I guess we get another pen click, but I have to actually get another necklace now. And I don't even think you can get them from the boxes, right? Yeah, they don't even have Tungrads. Rip. Rip. We're 0 for 3 on pen accessories, so the odds aren't 0. But if it goes, if this goes, and we're 694 gear score, then we need 1500 Caphras. We finish the Kudum, we're done. We don't even need the Labresca. If we get the pen neck. Imagine. Imagine we accidentally finish next week instead of 2 months from now. That'd be hilarious. How much silver you get an hour lower Gyfin? Here's the thing, Caster. I'm what's called an Ironman. So I don't use the central market. Which means for me it's like doesn't work the same as for someone else. So all my silver comes from trash loot and I make about 460 mil an hour. I'm not sure what normal people make. I guess I could look. I could look for you. Let me find the old Gyfin here. Normal people make like $1 bill an hour. Yeah, right about $1 bill an hour. I'm not normal people though, unfortunately. I'd like to make $1 bill an hour. Jeez. Imagine. We're starting over. We need another 3.5 bill to make click number 9. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there. We will be back tomorrow, roughly 2 hours from now, for some Ultimate Ironman. And then the same starting time on Sunday for some Elden Ring, probably. And then back to this account on Thursday. Hopefully we'll actually get a Tungrad neck on Thursday and can go for pen. That'd be pretty nice. But really appreciate you guys being here and all the follows today, and hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow.
Hello there.
Tsunami Rain just followed.
Tsunami, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that.